What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some more YuGiOh news for you guys, including which country is going to officially get the OCG, and also I'm going to be talking about the next core set, which will actually be the first core set for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's era, Rise of the Duelist. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. This was announced yesterday, and mainland China will officially get the OCG. And of course, to all these articles, YG organization, shout outs to them. Probably the best source for anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. This is the best source to go to. Konami has decided to work together with Shanghai Window Entertainment, which is now the official distributor for the Yu-Gi-Oh OCG in mainland China. The game will start with Japanese language OCG products beginning this April, which is this month, with the same release schedule as Japan and the rest of the OCG territories that aren't South Korea. So of course, South Korea does release boosters and whatnot, but I believe they release them at a later time. So obviously this is where I got this from. It is a Korean Striking Neo's booster box. This came out in 2007. Actually, I believe. Yeah, I believe 2007. Yeah. So again, when this channel gets to 200 subscribers, I will be opening this box on the channel, literally. So again, that aren't South Korea. It has also been stated that there will be Chinese language versions of the OCG down the road, and once the pandemic settles down, there are plans to bring organized play to China. So obviously, organized play, meaning tournaments, YCS, local tournaments and whatnot. So honestly, I think that's awesome. I think that's incredible that Konami is continuing to span the game to all corners of the world. Like, I know that last year's World Championship took place in Berlin, Germany. This year's Worlds was supposed to have took place in I think it was supposed to have been Minneapolis, actually. So honestly though, I think it's great. I can't wait to see what future sets will come out in China. I cannot wait. It's gonna be incredible. And besides, truth be told, this has actually been in the works for a while, I believe. I'm not so sure. Oh, no, okay. So apparently, it is not okay. So this piece of news is actually not for Rise of the Duelist. It's actually for Eternity Code. And apparently this is going to, and apparently it reveals the full apparently we are getting a lot of other cards in Eternity Code that we never got in sets like Duel Overload, the tins and one. Well, not the tins, but you guys get the idea. So this is actually for Eternity Code and for the For the Starlight Rares, there are 5 of them. However, YG organization has actually announced 3 of them. Chamber Dragon Maid, Area the Water Charmer Gentle, and Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill. I'll be talking. You know what? I'm actually gonna look up those 2. Hang on. So let's go to. Let's go to the YuGiOh Wikia website. So there we go. So I'm actually going to look up the effects of the Ghost card and the other one. So what was the other one called? Ghost Mourner. Okay. So let's look that up. Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill. Here we are. So this is actually the last Ghost Sister hand trap that we've been missing for a while now. It is we do have all of the others. We've got Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, which is a light. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, which is a fire. Ghost Sister and Sleepy Dogwood which is a water attribute. Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is I believe the. Oh my god! Hold on. Ash Blossom is fire. Ghost Ogre is light. Ghost Reaper is dark. Ghost Sister is water, and Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, which I believe is an earth attribute. This one is called Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill, which is actually a wind attribute, the same stats as the others. So its effect reads as follows: If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters face up, you can discard this card, then target one of those monsters this turn. This turn, negate that target's effects. Also, if that target leaves the field this turn, the player who controlled that monster takes damage equal to that target's original attack points. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this is an interesting card because this card can totally backfire on you, especially if you play like say mind control in your deck, and you take control of one of your opponent's monsters. That could backfire on you. It can easily backfire on you. So honestly, I think it's a really cool one. I think it's a cool card. I don't think it's gonna get any play. I really don't see it getting any play at all. In my personal opinion. Anyway, guys. So now we have the Water Charmer Link monster. It is supposed to be called Area the Water Charmer Gentle, but actually in Japanese in the OCG it's actually Area the Water Charmer Clear. So it is obviously a water attribute spellcaster with 1,850 points. Bottom left, bottom right are its links. And it requires 2 monsters, including a water monster. This card is always treated as a familiar possessed card. You can target one water monster in your opponent's grave. Special summon it to your zone this card points to. If this link summon card is destroyed by battle, or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, while in its owner's monster zone, you can add a water monster from water monster with 1500 or less defense points from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. So obviously, Marines Marine Says is going to be is going to be using this card quite a bit because truth be told, because of the fact that the Marine Says archetype is all water, this card is going to completely destroy the meta with Marine Says. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see what this card can do in a Marine Says deck, or even also in a water-based deck. So I can't wait. Next up, we have the secret rares for the set, and there are 10 of them. So we have Girsu, the Orcus Mech Knight. So it's basically a Mech Knight Orcus. It's a combination of an Orcus card and a Mech Knight card, which is kind of funny. Then again, I mean, with Harp Horror bans, there's no point running it. There's really no point. Chamber Dragon Maid, Gizmek Uko, the Festive Fox of Fesundity, Ghost Mourner, Animadorn, Archosaur, Access Code Talker, Deep Sea Aria, Gravedigger's Trap Hole, Titan Oathsitter, Plunder Patrol Lice? I think Lice will be its name. But yeah, those are the 10 secret rares. For the ultra rares, there will be 14 of them in the set. We have Arch Nemesis Protos, Arch Nemesis Escados, sorry. Lopter, Shadow of the Gene Raider Bosses. So I guess that's going to be another... I think... Let's look that up. Loptr. Let's see. Loptr. Let's take a look at what this card can really do. Let's take a look. So apparently they don't... Do they... Is there an effect for this? Oh, yes, there is. Is this it? Yes. Oh, really? It's a 4-star. That's interesting. That is interesting. So it's a 4-star fire attribute fairy type with 1500 attack and defense. You can only control one Loptr, Shadow of the Gene Raider boss. All Gene Raider monsters you control gain 1000 attack and defense during your opponent's turn only. Yeah, so during your opponent's turn only. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you can contribute a Gene Raider monster, special summon a level 9 Gene Raider from your deck with a different name than the attributed monster had on the field. You can only use... Wow! Wow! Whoo! Gene Raiders are going to be... Oh, Gene Raider... Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Union Driver, Dragon Maid Show, Deep Sea Prima Donna, kind of a funny name. Ravenous Croc Dragon Archithus, Trap Tricks Olomeris, Link Cross. So yeah, so Link Cross was is actually going to be one of the few OCG imports that we'll be getting. So I think that was Link Vrains 2, I believe. Monolche Salon, Heavy Forward, Fusion Deployment, Emblem of the Plunder Patrol, and Machina Metal Cruncher. And then for the super rares, there are 26 of them. So we have Nemesis Flag, Nemesis Umbrella, Nemesis Corridor, Ancient Warriors Ambitious Calde, Ancient Warriors Ingenious Zukong, Hair Gene Raider Boss of Storms, Malice Lady of Lament, which I believe that is another Link Vrains pack card, I believe. Invoked, I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm going to try and pronounce it. Agoite. I think it's pronounced Agoite. I don't know how to pronounce it. But but apparently it's spelled AUGOEIDES, so I have no idea how to pronounce it. Valiant Shark Lances. So this is basically, so this is another one of, so this is one of, Reginald Castle's new cards for his Shark deck, which honestly I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool that he's getting new cards. The Arrival Cyber's Ignister, Marine says Great Bubble Reef, Area the Water Charmer Gentle, AI Contact. Apparently it's pronounced I instead of AI for some reason. So Eye Contact, Burning Draw, Void Apocalypse, Witchcrafter Unveiling, Red Rain, Monolshe Promenade, Witchcrafter Patronus, Rose Girl, Scripton, Blunter Patrol, Ship, Shape, Ships, Shipping. That is a very, that's quite the name. Quite the name of a card. Plunder Patrol Party, R. That's funny. That's clever. Armored Bitron, and Gusari Ignister, and Gachiri Ignister. And apparently, and so any card not listed in this article above is a common, yes, even parallel exceed. Okay, so I honestly can't wait for Eternity Code to come out. I'm probably gonna I'm probably going to get a few packs, but I am not, so I really don't know. Alright, so we actually have some new cards released, some of the effects for some new cards. So we're gonna start with this one, which is called Gizmek Kuramitsua, the Draconic Deluge Divinity. Wow, quite the fucking name. So it's another one of those Gizmeks. So it's gonna be in Rise of the Duelist. It is a level 10 water machine with 2950 attack and defense. Wow, haven't seen that in years. Both of its first and third effects are once per turns. So its first effect says if two or more monsters special summoned from the action, if two or more monsters special summoned from the action deck are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so it's kind of like a hand trap of sorts. Its second effect says you can pay 1,500 points, destroy all monsters on the field, special summon from the extra deck. Also, you can attack with only one monster for the rest of the turn. So it basically locks you out of attacking multiple times, actually. So not too bad. If this card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card, you can banish one monster from your opponent's graveyard, then gain life points equal to its attack points. Honestly, that's kind of cool. But I think the downside... Whoa. Damn cameras... Damn table's being weird. Anyway, I think the biggest downside to it is the fact that you're being locked out of your battle phase in a way. Would I recommend using it? Probably not. I would not recommend using it. But if you guys do use it, I would recommend maybe one or two copies at least in the deck. So we have a quick play spell here. It's called Dice Try Again. It's a quick play spell and is a hard once per turn. So its effect says roll a 6-sided die, and if the result is a 1 or 6, add one card that has a dice rolling effect from your deck to your hand. Otherwise, roll a 6-sided die again and apply the appropriate effect. So if it's a 1 or a 6, return this card on the field to the hand. If it's a 2, 3, 4, or 5, return this card on the field to the top of the deck. So it's basically 50-50. So it's either you get to add a card that has a dice roll effect, or you basically have to return it to the hand or the deck. Which, honestly, honestly, I prefer to not put it on top of the deck because because by doing that you'll be locked out of your deck entirely. Which I'm just saying I don't think that would be such a good card. Next up we have Dracon Lamp. So let's see what this card does. So it is a monster. Okay, so it is a 4-star fire attribute worm monster with 500 attack and 2000 defense, and is a, and I believe okay, all right. So its first effect says once per turn as a quick effect, you can discard a worm monster. This card gains 1,000 points until the end of the turn. Not too bad. So I believe that is a hard once per turn. Second effect says once per battle, if this attack position card, excuse me, battles another attack position monster during damage cal, you can apply both battling monsters' defense points for damage cal. Ooh, okay, all right, not too bad. So with this, you're basically able to deal a good amount of damage with that card. That's really good. That's pretty good. I think the biggest downside is the fact that I believe it's just the fact that it can easily be like solved or something. Next up we have here, I believe this is a continuous trap card. Yes, so it is a continuous trap card called Junk Sleep, and both of its effects are hard once per turn, and only once that turn. So its first effect says if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can change all face down defense position monsters you control to face up attack. So obviously this would be perfect if you're running like if you're running cards like like Morphine Jar or other cards that have flip effects basically. So that's actually really good. Its second effect says during the end phase you can change all monsters you control to face down defense position. Ooh, so this is basically a combination of Book of Moon and Book of Eclipse together. That's really good. I just might have to get a few copies and add that to my Dark World deck, which I am going to be doing a update on. Not sure how though, because with the new format, it's been pretty weird. With the new format, it's kind of weird. Next up, so the next card that we have here, we actually have two more cards here. The first one is a Kwakimeru card. It's called Kwakimeru Supplier. And I believe this is a monster? Yes, it is a 4-star Earth attribute rock monster. 1400 attack, 1600 defense. Both of its effects are hard once per turn, and only once that turn. So its first effect says, if a face-up rock monster you control is sent to the grave, you can special summon this card from your hand. And its second effect says, if this card is special summoned, you can add either one Iron Core of Kwakimeru or one card that specifically lists Iron Core of Kwakimeru in its text. Except Supplier from your deck to your hand. Again, Ash Blossom. This card can be Ash Blossom because it's a searcher. Because of the fact that it's a searcher, this card can easily be ashed. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. Again, honestly, I think you know what some of these cards are really cool. I think they're great. I can't wait to see them in action when this pandemic completely blows over. Anyway, guys, the last card that I want to talk about for a quick minute is a probably going to be a short print. It is called Red Poten. It is a fire attribute 1-star fairy monster with 100 attack and 200 defense. Both of its effects are hard once per turn and only once that turn. Its first effect says you can target an opponent monster you control. It is treated as a tuner until the end of the next turn. And second effect says if either player synchro summons a monster while this monster is on the field, you can special summon an opponent monster from your hand or deck. So this will be perfect for so many different synchro plays. But I think the biggest downside to it is just the fact that you are, I believe you will be. I think it's the fact that you could potentially be locked out of other cards in your extra deck except synchros. It depends on where you put this card in. It depends on what deck you put the card in. But honestly, I think a lot of these cards are going to be extremely good. So, including the cards that are in Rise of the Duelist, I think. So, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Question of the day. What do you guys think about Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill? That is the question of the day. What do you guys think about that card? And would this card be just as good as Ash Blossom? That is the question. Comment below. I want to know what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are down in the description below. And I know that I postponed it. But if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, my address will also be in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.